Welcome to the Uncommon Transformation television series.
In a country where incumbent governments are quick to jettison projects initiated by past administrators, no matter how laudable such projects might be and its overall economic viability to its people and Nigerians in general, is not a good testimony. However, Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Godswill Akpabio, unquestionably stands out tall among his peers in this regard, and is deserving of all commendations and encomiums heaped on him for pursuing and completing the Akwa Ibom International Airport. Governor Akpabio, on assumption of office, told Akwa Ibom people that he would not abandon any project that would further the development of the state, but rather pursue same to logical conclusion, as long as it was designed and conceived to serve the people and improve their overall well-being. True to his words, he went about the task of realizing the Akwa Ibom Airport vision diligently. The airport has not only been built, but hosts regular flights in and out of the state.
I feel very great that I thank God for Akwa Ibom people. As soon as the plane landed, all the passengers, we had 69 passengers on board from Lagos, and you can imagine 69 people flying when the flight has not yet been fully announced. And so 69 people on board, Akwa Ibom people have been yearning for these flights. And now that we have started, as soon as the plane landed, they started singing, things are getting better, and they were clapping. And for me, I feel very highly elated, and I give God Almighty all the glory, that God is doing great things for Akwa Ibom people, that our lives can never be the same again.
I came in yesterday and I heard that this is going to be the first Maiden commercial flight to Akwa Ibom State. I said, awesome, I have to be a part of it.
I am so happy because I was even I was traveling to Calabar, and they told me that we are flying to Akwa Ibom. I decided to change my ticket to Akwa Ibom. I'm so happy. I'm happy.
One of the major voyages undertaken from this airport is the airlifting of Christian pilgrims to Jerusalem, thereby etching Akwa Ibom on the global map. This accomplishment did not come without its challenges. For instance, when Governor Akpabio took over the mantle of leadership in April 2007, as at June same year, the project status stood at only 10% completion. To ensure the vision was fast-tracked, in January 2008, Akpabio constituted the Airport Implementation Committee, headed by one-time military governor of the state, Air Commodore Idonga retired. This signposted his doggedness to see to the realization of the project.
Look at it as a fulfillment, because some years back, when I had the opportunity of being the governor of these states, an area which I looked at seriously was the establishment of an airport in Akwa Ibom State. And the president at that time actually approved that, but it was not to be after I had left. So it was very fulfilling when I knew that an administration was pursuing the establishment of an airport here, a bigger one, and an international airport at that.
Without notice, in June same year, 2008, the consultants to the project DynCorp International, LLC, abandoned the project, which at this time was 20% completed. Ordinarily, this was a morale dampener, but not for a man like Akpabio. Tough times don't last, but tough people do, he seems to say, as he re-awarded the contracts to Alcon Contracting Nigeria Limited and Gito Construction as major contractors. Between the re-awarding of the contracts on June 2009, several inspection visits were undertaken, ranging from visits by officials of Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority NCAA, Nigerian Airspace Management Agency NAMA, Nigeria Meteorological Agency NIMET, and even the House Committee members on aviation.
I want to start by congratulating the governor of this state, my friend and brother. You see, seeing is believing. Now I can see it, I can feel it, I can touch it. I'm within the environment. To me, I think this is an excellent initiative that has a lot of social, economic, and political implication. I think the governor is not only a promise keeper, but I think he's a goal getter.
All these dovetailed into the maiden flight on September 23, 2009. This was a day that Akwa Ibom stood still as all roads led to Okobo. From this point, with the endless traffic of cars to the airport proper, was at least 10 kilometers. It got so bad that the governor had to break officialdom as he abandoned his convoy to walk the lanes and be a part of history.
As your governor, I made you a promise that your lives will never be the same again. When we came in 2007, we decided that there was nothing like abandoned projects in Akwa Ibom State. God will not allow you to have abandoned projects. His Excellency John Azika, as chairman of Airport Implementation Committee, made this vision made possible and started by the last administration. He said we made about 10% of the job on ground, and then the then contractor said it was 17%. I'm not interested in percentage. What Akwa Ibom wants to see is whether Akwa Ibom can fly. And today we are proving to you that you can fly.
It gives me a great joy to be a part of history today, to witness the landing of the first aircraft in Ayo Airport. And I also want to congratulate you for choosing a visionary leader to lead you.
It's Ariga. It has been our privilege to be the first airline to land at this airport. On behalf of my crew, it's been a privilege for us to be the first crew to land here. The reason we came with the 738-800, this is the first time this aircraft is flying in Nigeria.
This is Akwa Ibom, the land of uncommon transformation.
Some of these stranded people were holed up in the traffic for as long as 3 hours. Happily, though, most of them did not mind, as they say it was a necessary sacrifice to witness this milestone achievement in their lifetime.
Gospel Akpabio actualized, made the whole arrangement, the whole vision come to life, what thing we've seen today. So I really appreciate everything.
In the next few years, Akwa Ibom shall certainly be a destination state in this country. And not only in this country, in West Africa and of course in Africa. And what we are seeing today is the making of history. It is for me a great privilege to witness this day. Though I've not been able to make it to the airport because of the crowd, the massive crowd. You can see the whole state is completely aroused by the impact that this government has been able to create.
In the months to come, it's an opening Akwa Ibom to the international world. And we are happy that this has happened in this time, that businesses, investors will make use of this opportunity to come to Akwa Ibom.
Though we have not gone to the point, to the airport as well, you can see the crowd, the go slow spot. But at least I'm very much happy. I'm convinced when I saw the plane, the Arik flying down. In fact, even if I'm not in the airport, I'm satisfied. Because this is one of the things that we were expecting. It's one of the dreams that our dear governor has made it possible for us to know that what you dream can be possible alive on earth. We are very happy.
With the Maiden Boeing 747 Arik flight on ground, the sea of heads and crowd that witnessed the day may never again occur in the history of the state. With full commercial flights operational from November 2009, the growth of the airport has been phenomenal. Some of the privileged passengers expressed their views.
In fact, I have increased my flight path. I've been traveling now out as much as I can. I don't postpone I don't postpone my journeys again. It has improved my business a lot. It has added a lot to my business. It has helped me to achieve my set goals and targets on time.
There is nothing better than having an experience where you have the opportunity of coming here directly, rather than have to break your flight, go to some other places before you come over here. So this is beautiful. This is good. And the facility here is excellent. In spite of the fact that it's still ongoing, it is good. But I haven't gone beyond here, but so far I think it's a very welcoming environment.
The different airline operators are happy flying in and out of Uyo to Lagos, Uyo, Abuja, and vice versa. The passengers are happy. They can actually make a return flight to Lagos and Abuja to attend to their businesses. It was a dream they did not want to wake up from. According to them, there was nightmare of traveling through Port Harcourt, Calabar, or even Owerri with the terrible road conditions was finally over.
It is one of the most exciting experiences. I mean, those days we used to travel from Calabar or Port Harcourt. Number one, the roads are not good. Number two, the safety of people on the road. You know, but now you can just drive few minutes. From my house to the airport is 15 minutes. You know, catch your flight, go to where you're going and fly back home. I mean, it's exciting. I believe that's the way God wanted it to be. That's the way God designed life to be. Oh, it's a lot easier for me to go preach in all the places I need to go preach to and come back. And it's also easier for me to invite people from around the world to visit Akwa Ibom, because then they don't have to be stressed getting to this place.
Perfect. We were talking about this actually on the aircraft on our way here. I mean, usually I would have to go to maybe Port Harcourt or Calabar and then have to wait another 2 hours to come down to Akwa Ibom, but I'm home. In an hour I'm home. In the next few minutes I'm in my house, probably eating. So we thank God, and we pray for more to come. In the aircraft we said if we can put in a lot more, I'm sure in the next few years Akwa Ibom State will be a mega city. Mega city. And that's what we look up to. I came in with goods from Lagos. Much easier. Much easier.
Awesome, beautiful, fulfilling. Businesses, it closes a gap. You find yourself there, you find yourself here. No. And you get your business completely done. You are from your airports, you are landing in your airports, and you are getting to your house straight away. And I'm grateful to the Lord, grateful to the Almighty, grateful to our governor.
Worthy of note is, as at Friday 20th January 2011, Akwa Ibom Airport traffic in and out stands at 138,000. Total passenger load of 93,360 on the Lagos-Uyo-Lagos and Uyo-Abuja routes. Business is good.
It's fantastic, really. We don't have to go through the bad road that we have now in Cross River, between Cross River and Akwa Ibom. In fact, it's a very joyful journey.
I'm passionate about it. It's more cost effective. It's a very good thing to have happened to Akwa Ibom State. The facilities are good, although this terminal building is still a temporary structure. So if this is temporary, then you know what to expect of the final structure. You know, it's quite good. It meets up to the best standards in this country. Given the constraints that exist about the volume of economic activities that we have in the state, it's fair. I think it's fair. The big take on this airport was that MRO facility and the cargo terminal, which we've not built yet, to service the oil and gas industry. So when those come on stream, I think that we have no problem here.
This landmark achievement by the state is no mean achievement. In consonance with the Uncommon Transformation Agenda, President Jonathan commissioned the Phase 1 of the airport in January 2010. As earlier mentioned, the growth of the airport has been phenomenal. Special Advisor Technical Matters, Engineer Tido Inyang, who is also a member of the Presidential Projects Monitoring Committee, says the story behind the airport is amazing.
The length of the runway is about 3.6 kilometers, and it's expandable to 4.2. Why did we go for this? Because originally this airport was designed, to take on. This airport was designed to take on Boeing Airbus 380 for the runway. And again, you're going to have so many big aircraft like the Boeing 747s, coming in for maintenance. So taking advantage of the MRO, in one arm, having all of those aircraft coming in, and then cargo aircraft, then Airbus 380. So this is why we went for that. We planned for the future, and it's paying off seriously.
Akwa Ibom International Airport is a dream come true. It is a dream that His Excellency Governor Godswill Akwa Ibom pursued to its logical conclusion. It is a dream that has opened up Akwa Ibom State to the world. Now Akwa Ibom is in the global map. The world is coming to Akwa Ibom, and Akwa Ibom is going to the world. The idea of the airport is something that has transformed the landscape of Akwa Ibom State. In fact, the doggedness of His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Chief Godswill Akwa Ibom, in completing the Akwa Ibom Airport that he met at 10% completion is unprecedented.
The maintenance, repair and overhaul MRO facility is one of the selling points of the airport, as it's not found anywhere else in West Africa.
Akwa Ibom State government has decided to bring
what we call an MRO into the system. An MRO is a repair and maintenance organization. It's like in a layman's term, a mechanic's garage for aeroplanes. But you know that there are standards that must be maintained. So the state government is investing huge resources in the MRO, and that is going to be able to handle a lot of technical aspects that are required by the airlines. Operators have to fly out their aircrafts to either UK or Germany. I have been part and parcel of doing that in my lifetime as a pilot. And the last one I did was flying an airplane to Munich in Germany for maintenance for Air Care. So the MRO is a welcome development.
Excellency, we want to thank you once more again for setting the pace. Our target is to make sure that 75% of all the states in Nigeria have aviation industry in their states. And so when you set the pace, we are hoping that other states will follow suit. If it's not an airport, it will be an airstrip. If it's not an airstrip, it will be aerodrome. Either way, it's air all the way.
The arrival and departure halls in the interim terminal building are a beauty to behold. They come with all kinds of facilities, ranging from cold water dispenser, ticketing bay, conveyor belt that roll in the luggage of new arrivals while they wait and chat with family and friends. It also comes with a desk where travelers can make quick arrangements for car hire to take them to any destination. There is also a one-stop information desk and bookshop among many facilities. The control tower is a marvel to behold as air traffic control crew do their work in a state-of-the-art environment. From this vantage view, the runway is simply a marvel to behold in all its 3.6 kilometers. The flights take off and fly in with these men controlling things from here.
Well, we have our equipments. The radios are the very high frequency radios we use to communicate between controller and pilots. We have other equipment like the meteorological equipments that give us the weather information and things like that, and they are all very useful for our work. It's always, aviation is a continuous industry, always updating. So any time there's an update, we need to have such updates in our industry to facilitate our work. As far as the standard of the airport is concerned now, what we have is adequate.
The airport adventure is a holistic package. Governor Akwa Ibom reasoned that of what benefit will it be to have an airport without having indigenous quality manpower to man it? The state therefore embarked on training its people in aviation avionics at the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology MCAT. Yet others have been trained in aeronautical telecommunication engineering ATE. In addition to this, many have been sponsored on intensive aviation courses on airframe and power plant engineering at the prestigious Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Florida, USA. The Akwa Ibom International Airport was upgraded from daylight visual flight operation to instrument flight rules, with hours of operation extended to 8 p.m. This approval was given on 20 December 2010. It is worthy to mention that without this approval, it may not have been possible for Akwa Ibom International Airport to host the flight conveying over 1,000 pilgrims to Jerusalem. These array of beautiful lights showing incoming aircrafts their direction to the runway is part of facilities that make this airport a Category 2 airport. It is a beautiful experience even to the eyes of the layman. It runs all the way through the runway, making a drive-through an experience to cherish. A bundle of complexities make or mar an airport. One of such vital facility an airport must have is a fire and rescue operation bay. Akwa Ibom International Airport is blessed with state-of-the-art firefighting trucks. It also has an installed 1,400,000 capacity water tank fully loaded in the event of fire. Not too many airports can boast of this in Nigeria. The airport is serviced with a water treatment plant, maintenance, repair and overhaul MRO facility for the maintenance, repair of aircraft, administration blocks still under construction. The gateway into the airport is serviced by quality dualized roads with street lights, which was also commissioned by President Jonathan during his visit to the States last year. The Akwa Ibom International Airport is secure with a police post only a stone's throw away, coupled with a perimeter fence in place. Business opportunities beckon as the airport has opened a new frontier of business opportunities hitherto not known and experienced by the state. The people call it uncommon transformation.